Hey, what is up, friends? Carl Schickert here, and I am back with you guys with another exciting offer that just came on my desk. It is called SurveyChimp, and it's a pretty amazing little app. I want to give you guys a quick little demo, but if you're someone who is looking for a product that can answer questions, do segment your list based off these questions, and if you're looking for something that also does it inside of Messenger, well, then watch this video because this is going to be an awesome overview of the brand new SurveyChimp that just came out from my good friends Martin Krimlish and Karthik Romney, who I've known for years now. They build incredible apps, and I know that they're very excited about this one because you can tell they put a lot of thought into it when they built it, okay? Not only that, but at the end of here, I've got an exclusive bonus for you. It's actually another survey top type of product that my good friend Faraz Ahmed and also a business partner developed, and we decided to throw it in as an exclusive bonus only found here with myself. Of course, there are some bonuses that the vendor Karthik and Martin put together for you guys, but on top of that, we're throwing in Offer Funnel, which I'm going to give you guys a little demo at the end of that as well. Okay, so during this demo, I'm going to go ahead and show you this. It's pretty cool. There's one feature I want to mention before I get into that I'm not going to show because on their sales page, they're doing an incredible job showing you. But basically, the questions that you build inside of your survey can also turn into basically a messenger bot, except for it's not like Segmate, who you guys should know by now. I am the founder of, and Segmate's quite a bit different. It's more of like an autoresponder versus a survey machine. But what's kind of neat about this product, about the SurveyChimp product, is that you can take the same questionnaire and it'll actually now be set up inside of Messenger. It'll work like a bot, but it'll be with questions, and then it'll fill out a form inside of SurveyChimp and then pass to any of their integrations that are in there. I also want to mention that they're also working on an integration with Segmate, utilizing some of our Optin tools, so that way you guys can use both together. But the really, really neat thing here is that if you do own Segmate and you use SurveyChimp and you have both apps connected to your fan page at the same time, that means that Segmate will actually capture that person as a lead or a subscriber inside of Segmate. So technically you could use what's called automated rules inside of Segmate, and you could trip off a bot, you could trip off a sequence to go out to those people right after they just took the survey inside of Messenger. So that's something that's pretty exclusive here. It's kind of a neat way that you could use the both together. There's also going to be a direct integration. Just isn't here when I made this video. Maybe if I get a chance, I'm in the middle of a move, so I apologize if I can't do it. But if I do, I'll show you guys how to do the integration. Providing I can do it in the time. I'm literally in the middle of a move, been packing my house. Anyway, that's more information than you need to know, right? So getting back into the actual demo of the product, and just to kind of finish on that, you basically can capture subscribers inside of Messenger utilizing SurveyChimp and use it on Segmate later on. And the cool thing about it, also you could do sponsored messaging and that kind of stuff when you capture a new lead inside of Segmate, even though it's not using Segmate's Optin tools, you're using it with SurveyChimp, which is kind of neat. Now, SurveyChimp isn't a messenger platform. It just has that as one of the features. You don't have to use that, and that's the part I want to show you guys live on this demo. So let's go ahead and hop on here where you guys can see the screen here with me. Basically, this is just the analytics. I'm going to go back over here to the dashboard. Actually, before I do that, I want to go into integrations real quickly. They have API integrations and SMTP integrations, so you could have SMTP email sent out if you wanted to, or you can pass the information, the data, over to your favorite autoresponder, over to your webinar connection, or you could also use Usign because Martin Krimlish is one of the founding creators of Usign, and so obviously there's going to be that connection there. But you'll see the Segmate connection in here as that becomes available. Right now, that you can see you've got Aweber, Active Campaign, SendLane, GetResponse, MailChimp, SendReach, Infusionsoft, iContact, Melvio, Sendio, And then for webinar, you've got GoToWebinar and or Meet VO. And then you'll also see, again, the use line. So a lot of great integrations there. I'm sure more will be coming, but those are the ones that it comes standard packed into the system. Let's go ahead and go in the dashboard. Now, I do want to mention I have Pro Premium. I'm not really sure exactly how the funnel works. So I'm not sure if Pro Premium is just the front end product. So you'll have to just make sure that when you look at the sales page itself, that if it looks like it's, some of these things that I'm going to show you here, and if some things are missing, then you'll know that it'll obviously be an upsell in their funnel. But I would say that this is pretty affordable, and especially if you grab it now while they're in the launch, you're going to be able to pick up our bonus, which I'm going to show you guys here in a minute, and also you're going to get at a special rate if you act fast. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just look at this one here. This is the one that I was working on. So let's see if I go to edit, delete, email notifications, autoresponder. If I want to change, I can clone. I can do a Facebook share. I can set up retargeting codes. I could look at analytics, and I can launch the survey. So let's go into edit. And so the first thing that you could see here is basically kind of like all on kind of sort of one page, and you can kind of move these around in here too. So these are just different types of questions, but basically this is sort of the funnel. There's a welcome page. You could set up a form on the welcome page, basically getting their email in the front, or you can get their email in the back. You could have that just to start if you wanted to. You could also turn it off if you don't want to use it at all. Okay, it goes right in just to a survey page. Now they're using one survey page right here, and you can move that around too, which is kind of neat. But you could add one survey page right here, and it basically has all the survey questions literally on one page. So it doesn't feel like they're clicking so many pages. They have all the things that you want set up on this page. Now, typically when you're building out, a survey, you probably don't want to have too many questions because you're going to lose a lot of interest from people. So maybe like 12, maybe a little less, 10, 9, 8, somewhere around there is probably a good number to think of. So basically you could say I've got like 3 different ones built here. Now you have different choice questions as your options that you could stick in there. And you've got single choice, multiple choice, yes, no, drop down. You could have a legal like checkbox, and you can also add a YouTube video in here as well, maybe with some instructions on how to use it. It kind of just depends on what you want to do. So if I want to add, let's say I want to do multiple choice, there is multiple choice, and now it's going to open up this large pop-up or hover over here where I can actually edit that particular question. So I would just come up here and I would change the text. I'm going to leave it the way it is currently. If I want to add a description, I can add a description there. I can turn it on, turn it off, and then I can have my my option answers change. So like option 1, option 2, and then if I want to add another one or delete another one, I can do that from there. Okay. Now I can also use the image options. I can add like some images there. So you choose this image or that image if you wanted to. They have forced vertical alignment. So if you want to do on top of each other, you can do images with image or video, where you would just be able to add your video, I believe here, or an image. You can also make this question mandatory. So if they try to go forward or something like that, and it gives you a little asterisk there, if they try to go forward, then they wouldn't have to have the issue of just make them fill out that question, okay, without going forward. And you can also do this really neat feature where you can add text to speech. Basically, not 100% sure on this, but maybe they can listen to what this says when they're going through it. Okay, hit save when I'm done, and then it's going to show up here. And if I want to remove this around, maybe I want to put that one in front of there, I could do that. Okay. Then they also have some input questions. So we have the choice questions. We have input questions as well. And so they have the comment box. Maybe you want to have them have a little comment, single text box, multiple text box, statement if you want to add. You could add numbers. You can add a calendar. You can add a email opt-in form right there. You can add a website, have them put a website in there. You can also do ratings, smiley faces, upvotes, a lot of cool things. Then you can also go here and edit your thank you page. And then on your thank you page, you could have, if you want to have first name added, go for it. If you want to change some colors, if you want to have a giveaway, maybe after they fill it out, you have a giveaway. You could have them go to a URL, You could upload a file and they download the file. You can add a video for some training, or you can add a coupon or something like that. Button settings, you can change the button colors, you can change the icon that's on the button, you can change where the little icon shows up, and then you can also do social sharing. So right there, you got the Facebook one, and you could do the Twitter one, but you just got to use the @ sign there, I believe. And then you have the voice settings as well, text to speech. Not 100% sure on what that is, so you'll just want to make sure to read up on their sales page about that. And then when you're done, you want to hit update or save. Typically, it's probably save if you're first doing it. There it is, and you're done. And then the other thing is you can do like sentiment analysis, and you can also create what's called a disqualified page. So basically, you could choose if someone says like no or don't like this or one of these questions, you could actually have a disqualifying page come up, which is really neat. Basically, just saying sorry, you don't sound like a great fit, or if it seems like an application or something like that. A lot of interesting things you can do with that, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and hit next. On next, survey logic, okay? So set logic will help you control behavior of your survey. So like we were saying, like if you wanted to choose one of these, make it equal or not equal, or provided any response, you can have it redirect to different things. So you could take some of these different questions that you had, and you can make them do different things. So if they choose a certain option, redirect to the thank you page or redirect to a certain link. You can choose. So it gives you a lot of really cool sort of things to do with that. Survey settings, you can create asterisks for required stuff. You can have a progress bar on or off. I like using the progress bar. You can change the colors there. You've got button settings. You can block IP settings. You can do scheduled surveys, so you can have a message start before this time and a message after saying a certain thing. You can do geo-based surveys. Maybe you're like, I only want to get surveys for people in this country or in this location. Then you can only have it run for those people. You can do time-based surveys, so they end at a certain time. You can do response-based autoresponder. Not really 100%. I guess if they say they liked a certain thing, yes, then you could set the autoresponder. You could set the webinar as well. So if you got their email on the front end or the back end, it's basically going to be smart enough to send only the people who said yes are going to go over to a certain list or something like that. So you could basically segment your list between certain questions that people say. Okay. Email-based surveys, so I believe this is if you have SMTP, probably send a message, maybe like, sorry, you didn't qualify, but just wanted to let you know that we acknowledge that we got your information, or something like that. You have survey quota, so if you only wanted to allow 20 people in, you got a quota. You got a disclaimer box. You have a language setting, so you could change the language on there to your local language. And then when you're done with that, you just hit next. You could also reset what it says, like maybe have a different word. And then here they give you some options. So you can create a permalink, basically just changing the area after the F right here you can do. Or you could just use the one that they're giving you. You can also make this a launch pop-up, and you can do it on load, on click. So if you have them click on a certain button, it comes up, or like exit intent, it'll pop up on a page. You can have it launch up as a widget on a page. You can embed this as a web page inside of a web page. You can create a QR code where people just scan it with their phone or whatever, and basically they would be able to take a survey. Pretty neat stuff there. And then also you can do this Facebook survey URL. Now I didn't connect to Messenger to show you that because, like I said, they're going to show you inside of the page itself. Okay. And let's say I was done. I want to go ahead and preview this. After you have launched it, now you can see I can put some information on here and say I'm going to take the survey, and then like I showed you, it's all on one page. So I could say yes, yes. These are just some of the different ways to do it, option 1 to option 2, and submit. And then right there is my placeholder. Now, of course, I already got their email, so I'm going to totally change this. And also with the Segmate integration coming up, you might want to have one of our Segmate growth tools there if you choose. It just depends on how you want to use it. So really, really unique product. I'm also kind of a sucker for any type of survey product because it really helps you pre-qualify your list. it helps you get the right type of leads. Lead quality is important. I would rather have a list of, really, highly qualified people, a couple hundred versus like thousands in that sense, or 1,000 really good leads versus 10 or 20,000 cold leads that don't know who I am or don't qualify for my industry or something like that. So that's what I really like about the survey type of applications. This is cool. This is a really cool product made by two really good developers. Happen to be good friends of mine as well, so I'm definitely going to support them. They always support me. And then also, here's our bonus. This is another survey type of application. It's called Offer Funnel, and basically we just want to hook you guys up with this as well, because it's just an easy one to create. It's not as robust as the SurveyChimp is, and you could use it for other things. Okay. So I'm going to show you. So let's just go and show you how it looks. Let me just open this in incognito real quick. So see, you can change the background of this, and it's not going to work like SurveyChimp where it's on one page, but it does create a landing page for you. And basically, this is a really quick one that I made. So, what do you like better for your birthday? I like cake over pie, or I like pie over cake. So I like pie over cake. So does that cool little thing. What do you think about cryptocurrency? I like it, and I have some. Okay, click it, boom. Favorite ice cream? Okay. I guess chocolate over vanilla. And then it's going to process, and basically this last thing that you kind of fill out. Now you can add these timers, which is kind of cool, and you can have you'd ask for their email in the back end. So in something like this, you're not really getting the email on the front end. You're actually going to get that email in the back end. And that's just how it works. Okay, I'm going to show you exactly how you create a funnel. So basically, when you create a funnel, you got to have a title. You can add your Google Analytics ID. You can enable it to work from the left to the right or the right to the left. You can also create some retargeting options if you need to add header code. And any header code that you want to add to that page, you can stick right here. If you need body code somewhere, you could stick it right there. If you want to redirect your thank you page to something else, you could have it redirected to a different thank you page versus it, sort of having its own. And I'll show you that in just a second too, on how that works. Let's see here, use thank you page for redirect, yes, or you turn it off. This is like a little message that's on that last page as well. You can have email, you can connect to a lot of emails, but you got to use the form code that you get from whatever email connection provider that you want to use. Next couple of things, you can customize your button. You can add webhooks through Zapier or just webhooks, passing to other things. You can also have that last page have a countdown timer. You can control the tagline that's on there. You can add GoToWebinar settings if you want. You can change the automation. However, that little automation thing that you see when you click the little box kind of keeps it engaging when you're doing it. Then you go next, and here's where you would fill out. Now, we only give you 1, 2, 3 options here, and they're completely optional. You could just do the one, or you could add 2 or 3, totally optional as you go through it here. So here's the second one. Here's the last one, and then you just basically hit Save Funnel, and that's done. Now I want to show you real quickly the Analytic page. So you can see an analytics on each of these. You can click these, and it'll show you complete analytics there and percentages, how many times people will see. Now this is just me testing it. You can see that. Also, you can go to Help and Support. Under Help and Support are about 6 different videos here on how to use this. And again, it's not my product, but it's my business partner, Faraz Ahmed's, and he's agreed to let me use this as a bonus for you guys. He's actually doing the same thing for his list. He's offering the same bonus, so we've kind of combined between him and I. So it's exclusive between either one of us. Okay. If I go here back to dashboard, and I come in here and I can actually go ahead and look at this, or I can do incognito. You can also create some segments. You can do a duplicate. You can delete it. You can use embed code if you want to embed it, which is kind of neat. So I can click on here and then just grab some embed code, and I can adjust the width and height if I wanted to, and I can hide the background on the embed if I wanted to as well. Let me just open this back up into the incognito window. So this is like the circle one. Okay. And then let's let that load. I'm just going to grab an email and hit click here. Okay, and this just went to a landing page that has a little messenger button that I put on it. It's just a ClickFunnels page with the messenger button on it. Obviously, I'm in incognito, so it's recognizing me, so it asked me to log in. But if I wasn't in incognito mode, it would just take me straight to this page. So just a cool little thing you can do. Of course, I would say SurveyChimp is quite a bit more robust. But if you just want something quick and dirty that you want to put onto a website, use the embed code or something like that. Great little bonus that we've added to this. Again, it's exclusive only to our users. If you're on higherlevelsuccess.com, you can scroll below if there's any other bonuses there. I know the vendor has some bonuses, so more than likely I'll be sticking those there as well. If you don't see access to Offer Funnel, it could be because when you purchased it, you weren't cookied to my account. So you need to make sure that in the checkout, in JVZoo's checkout, that you see that it's Carl the Shark Sugar on there as the affiliate referral. Okay, that's all I got for you on this one. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, make sure to pound the like or the subscribe button. I love doing these for you guys, and the more people that we can try to help out, we could show these to, is getting your help by you liking it and potentially even sharing it, but for you subscribing as well. Other people will see that other people like it, and so they'll hopefully do the same thing. It's sort of just a give and give. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. Wish me luck during my move, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Talk soon.